This is an example of a part to total question. So, my party people, let's read through it. Let me see if you can identify the key word here that makes this question a little different. Who can spot the key word that makes this just a little different? Yeah, the key word is going to be total. It's going to be total. Let me just highlight that for you right now. Right there. And notice, everybody, is it true with proportions, we're typically comparing the same things more than once, right? Typically, we're comparing the same things 2 times. I gotta say, in the first sentence, it'll say, how tall it is, how wide it is. Then in the next sentence, how tall it is, how wide it is, right? Earlier, we saw sugars and spices. Then we saw again, sugars and spices, right? We saw all that. What's the problem here? The problem here is that when you read through, the question sentence says total cups of milk. If you read the first sentence here, it says cups of flour, cups of milk. Oh, I recognize cups of milk, cups of milk, cups of milk. But I see cups of flour and then I see total cups. Do you see that it doesn't exactly add up here? Do you see that as you see it explicitly, as it's shown, it's not exactly comparing the same things for us? Do you see that? That it's not being handed to us? Do you see that, my party people? And hold up right there, my math party people. Before you continue going, I just really wanted to make sure you understood that our Memorial Day sale is going on right now, and you can save up to $100 on any of our plans. So that means if you need a plan for math, English, I got your back. Because the thing is, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 with either one of those. For the math, it's as easy as going through the math basics to get your foundations down. Step 2, go through the Arithmetic Reasoning and Math Knowledge courses. All of it's lined up for you. And then 3, take practice tests to make sure that you're ready for test day. And the same thing goes for English. Step 1, I got study guides ready to go for you. Step 2, go through the word knowledge and paragraph comprehension courses. And then step 3, practice tests all the way until test day. It is that straightforward. So if you're looking for something that's going to line everything up for you, no more guessing and confused on what's going to be on the test, and all you have to do is put in effort, then this is going to work for you. So if you have any questions, there's my phone number. Text me about it. But all you got to do is click the link in the description of this video somewhere here, sign up, use that code, and get started. I got your back with math party people and English. Let's ace the ASVAB and let's get back to the problem. They don't actually give you all the information you need. This is what makes this a higher order question. You have to figure out what pieces you need to actually solve for what you want. That's what makes this higher order. So many people give up so easily the moment that they think that they're confused. But I can tell you right now, follow the idea. Compare the same things in the same way. You'll be fine. Let me show you how. First step, let's read the question, everybody. The question says, we have 80 total cups of pancake batter. How many cups of milk were used? So, everyone, is it okay with you in terms of what I want? Is it okay with you if I write blank cups of milk is what we want, and the piece of information that's connected to it or compared to it is 80 total cups. Is that okay, everybody? And when they say 80 total cups, we're talking about 80 total cups of pancake batter. So it sounds like they're going to say, hey, we're mixing milk and flour, other ingredients, but we're mixing milk and flour and we mix it up and that's going to make pancake batter. That's where the total comes from because we have mixed the milk and the flour. So enough of that. Let's see if we can get the information from the problem and find a way to make a proportion. Let's find a way. So over here, it says 21 cups of flour are used for every 9 cups of milk. So let's write this down. 21 cups of flour And then we have 9 cups of milk. Okay, first of all, everybody, are we comparing this in the same way? Yeah, first of all, no, not really. If I'm just looking at this, because it says cups of milk to start off. That says cups of flour. So is it okay if I just correct myself real quick? If I first start off by moving this over here and then replacing it with the other one. So now is it okay? They both start off with milk. Is that cool? Is that cool now? Good. So now that that's good with y'all, okay, we're trying to compare the same way, but are we comparing the same things? Check this out. Cups of milk, total cups. Cups of milk, cups of flour. Are we comparing the same things? No, we're not. This is what confuses the heck out of everyone who is unfamiliar to proportions. But I'm going to show you that it's a very simple solution, very simple step to take. It's a simple question. If what you're trying to find is cups of milk and you're comparing it to total, everyone, what does total mean? What does total mean? Indy, that's right. You have to add them together. It's the sum of the parts, adding up all the parts. So if we are taking a look over here and we're saying we have 9 cups of milk and we have 21 cups of flour, my party people, is it true that if I add these together, I'll get 30 total cups? Is that true? Is that true? And that's what we can do. Having the understanding of what total means, we can take the information that they give us, and if we have to make sure that if we write a proportion and it starts with milk versus total, the other fraction has to be milk versus total. That's not what we're doing here, and that's why this has to go away, and we'll replace it with the 30 total cups. Because now we are comparing the same things in the same way. Is that a little better for you? Again, we're still following the same main idea that we started off an hour and a half ago. Compare the same things in the same way. Everybody, yes or no in the chat box? Does that make sense? Good. I'm telling you guys, notice how we've been spending way more time on actually learning the English turning to math as opposed to actually computing. Like, this is way too important. I know y'all want to go ahead and blast these problems and do the math, but we have to learn how to get to doing the math. So here we go. Let's go ahead. Now we have this set up. We're good now. Let me move this over here just a tad bit. There we go. And so here, I'll just put x right there. And so we have x over 80 equals 9 over 30. All right, now that we're here, what I'm going to do, well, we can go ahead and just solve this thing. So we could cross multiply if we wanted to, or we can try to simplify if we wanted to. Either way, either way. So what I can do is I can go ahead and say, hey man, 9 and 30, we can try to go ahead and simplify that. Everybody, 9 and 30 are both divisible by what? They're both divisible by 3. So let's go ahead and try that out. Let's divide both the top and the bottom by 3. Give ourselves an easier time. We'll have x over 80 still on the left side, but on the right side, 9 divided by 3, that's going to be 3. And then we have 30 divided by 3, and that's going to be what, everybody? That's going to be 10. Perfect. So at this point, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, hey, okay, I can actually, if I want to cross multiply and divide, it'll be nice and it'll be a little easier now. But if I have a quick little second to look at this, just for 1 second longer, I might notice that I've set this up perfectly for myself. Because to go from 3 to x is the same as going from 10 to 80. Everyone, how do we go from 10 to 80? Really quick ASVAB party people. While we continue this video, if you're enjoying it, which at this point if you're watching, I know you are, please remember to like this video, comment your favorite part, and subscribe to the channel. That way you can help us spread the word about helping people raise their ASVAB scores just like we are. Let's keep getting the job done. Let's get back to the video. Appreciate you. Give me the operation 2. Give me the operation. Right, we can multiply by 10 or by 8 there. 10 times 8, that's going to be 80. So that means 3 times 8, that will be the answer. X equals 24 right there. And again, for sure, if you wanted to, you could cross multiply and divide. No problem at all. Like I said, x times 10, that's 10x. 80 times 3, 240. That's the cross multiplication. Now the division. So when we divide now, x equals 24. Either way works, everybody. It's really up to you. Be responsible, learn the methods, and pick the one that you're most comfortable with. No problem at all. My party people, as always, thanks for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way you can see all the updates that we come out with so you can keep improving. So don't wait, subscribe now, and then while you wait for the next video, look here or there to see a related video that's going to help you improve even more. Let's keep raising that score, and let's get the job we want. I'll see you soon.